you'll be alright.
That wasn't very resounding.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Let's try to get Korea back, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out on Navy to start with.
The last Japan.
I kind of sank the Japanese Navy.
Fuck's sake. They've got rebellions on the mainland which I can't reach.
Wait, Shaggy, why did you hate Japan again? What was the story behind that?
Alright,
I
so,
forgot.
What happened was that Austria first started a crisis to free Korea,
Yeah, go in if you're
and
ready, Joe.
I
Oh, yeah,
joined
I'm starting.
against
Running.
him, which made the entire world join against him, which meant that I like saved Korea for him. And then in the war with Austria, I added a war goal for 11 infantry, and then he peaced out, not giving it
Oh, yeah.
to me,
Oh yeah.
which was a real dick move. And
I'm
then,
not sure if he did it on purpose though, because
he
it's
did,
quite
he
a new
did.
play. Oh, did he actually?
Yeah, he was like, no, that would be mean to Austria. Was what he
Oh.
said. So after that, I started building up, and if the crisis for Korea hadn't fired, I would have started a war for Chugoku Shikoku. So I mean, he's kind of lucky that he only lost that, I think.
Nice.
Pay debt to Portugal, but you can't because you're a master.
I mean, we could
These
technically still
fucking
do it.
rebels. So many rebels. A little time. There's still that recording somewhere, isn't there? Of me going, why are there rebels in my country? Like some effeminate, high-pitched voice.
I don't have it. It was Pink
Oh.
that had it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's frozen for anyone.
I'll have to ask Pink about it.
No, you might be lagging.
I'd love
Why
to
is
use it
it?
again.
Yeah, you're frozen at 5. Or at 16.
Do you guys see that Sweden is a great power?
It's been for a
Yeah.
while.
It's
Yeah.
because it's great.
So
And then you look at Denmark and see how
It's-
tiny
it's-
and
Are you on the
insignificant
16th?
it
here's
is.
the funny thing, Sweden's
Yeah,
trying
16.
to
Alright,
spear
go on.
USA.
Running.
The cultural prestige.
They have a legitimate claim on the Americas.
Yeah, they're very close to spearing it.
Instead of anarchic bomb throwers, you've got car bombs.
Modern goods are doing well on market across the boards. Gear, automobiles, telephones, planes, fuel and oil still doing well. Canned foods and artillery are doing well. Small arms are on a decline, as are some of the basic industrial goods. Glass, fertilizer, lumber, cement, and wine for some reason, all in the red.
Frozen again.
It's probably just
Yeah.
lagging behind of it all.
The game's running pretty weirdly for me as well. Not
Should put it down to
freezing,
speed 2 then.
I'm
We'll
doing.
put it on speed 2. Getting towards the late game, I was thinking of putting it to speed 2, like 1900 or so.
That's fair. Oh yeah, Manchester's now lagging. It might be his internet though.
It's probably the late game. If we keep it on speed 2, it should be fine. Plus the amount of pop-ups again as well.
Really wish there was a Victoria too.
Sorry for you.
Really?
Oh, free, yeah. Obvious.
I would enjoy them just re-releasing Victoria 2 with stable, proper, good, modern multiplayer, like they have in EU4 and Hearts of Iron 4.
It's weird to think that this is the Clausewitz engine and then everything else is also the Clausewitz engine.
Yeah.
Victoria, Paradox need to release a good game with good multiplayer. Haven't done that yet.
Well, I mean, I've gotten like 800 hours of fun out of Hearts of Iron 4. And that was
800
almost
hours?
all multiplayer. Yeah. It's a good multiplayer game. Like, single player is really boring because...
You don't play them for single-player games.
Yeah. But,
There's no point.
I think it's a
Once
great
you go multiplayer, you can't go back to single-player. It's just not the same.
Oh,
That is the
definitely, yeah.
problem. You can't. Just can't.
It's.
Yeah.
I think Hearts of Iron 4 is like the worst Paradox single player game ever.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, the AI is just so bad. It's.
Did you play Hearts of Iron 3 single-player?
Yeah, I did. I actually had fun with it, but Hearts of Iron 4 is just. It's not possible.
You ever play Black Ice mod?
Not a lot now.
It's a shame. Single-player on that was amazing. One of the best campaigns I've ever played in my life, on any game ever, was Hearts of Iron 3, Black Ice, one of the later versions, playing as Nazi Germany, not just Germany, full-on Nazi Germany with all the SS, all the bells and whistles, and then playing like a full campaign with an actual sea lion that was successful, but like heroic and like a needle, the thread in the needle, like it was so finely done and slight, my victory there. At one point, I had one transport because the rest had been knocked out by the Royal Navy. And so I had to transport like small divisions at a time, like one at a time. I managed to land SS infantry in Plymouth, and then I managed to like push up there, and then I was transferring half a Panzer division at a time because I only had this one transport ship left.
It sounds pretty epic when you describe it like that.
Yeah, it was. Russia was fun
Meanwhile,
as
in
well.
Hearts of Iron 4, you could have taken out the UK with 6 paratroopers in the game. Yeah,
Yeah.
great game.
It's a bit harsh. To be fair, sometimes you can do that to players as well. I have seen games end, not as the UK, but I've seen a lot of turkeys get brought down by like 3 paratroopers.
Oh, victory points, everyone.
Victory points are
Same thing in Hearts of Iron 3 though.
They make sense, victory points.
There's a famous YouTube series, Albanian World Conquest in Hearts of Iron 3. Oh yeah, basically the person just sort of abuses victory points, and I think he abuses armored cars. So like basically none of the AI designs ever like hurt him.
I'm pretty sure I've seen like Hearts of Iron 4 Mongolia Let's Plays with cavalry only.
DDR Jake did that actually, it was pretty funny. But he didn't get that far.
How can you check flashpoints?
Go on the bottom right of the map. There's the
Yeah.
bottom right icon is a bomb. That's crises. Click on that.
Oh,
you'll see
okay.
flashpoints. I was gonna say, gents, because I've got Rumelia, which is next to Thrace, shouldn't the capital of the Ottomans move to Ankara?
No, they don't move
I
their
don't
capital.
know. Maybe it's because the region that Ankara is in also borders Egypt, a foreign country. So it's pointless to move it.
Yeah, could be.
Because I remember we had that game where I was playing as Russia. They moved their capital and I took
You saying I'm gonna have to take
Constantinople.
take Ankara and Adana off Egypt or something?
But
I don't think they'll move to their capital.
if the Ottomans took it.
Well, no, I think they do because there is a Byzantium you can form, and that you have to move the Turkish capital. I think what you have to do is you have to surround it. So you'd have to take could have Endegar and potentially Iodine. I don't know. I think there's a way to force it. I just can't remember how. It's definitely by taking states around it. But I don't think what you took is
Not
enough.
by the standard.
It might be
rules.
East Macedonia,
You
actually.
have to annex them.
No, it's not, you have to annex them. It's just to move the capital. It might be by taking East Macedonia, Joe. That would technically cut him off.
I think Spudgun might be right about it. Where they haven't got Ankara and Adana fully, or it's bordering a region there.
I suppose.
I'm pretty sure taking Rumelia moves it.
No, they have Ankara, right? Oh, is that a whole region? Jesus.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
Because they move the capital when the capital region borders someone, so it's a bit pointless when the next capital region also borders someone.
As you're doing Manchester, I could liberated Constantinople.
Yeah, it's the eternal Anglo.
We have
Yeah.
a Japanese player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave has like 1,000 hours in the game. He's pretty awesome.
I've actually got quite a few hours in the game, just
I wouldn't
like,
mess
from
with
single
him.
player, and I've got no idea what I'm doing.
Multiplayer.
It's the same thing in multiplayer, but
It's a
the
difficult
enemies
thing.
are more difficult.
Yeah, but every time I played in single player, France just built a metric shit ton of fabric, luxury clothes factories or
I
something.
won't count it in multiplayer. It's too competitive. The economy is too competitive to really focus, unless you do your country's sort of strengths. But yeah.
And basically, they just built a metric shit ton of these in single player, and they just had the best economy in the world by a country mile, even though I was playing in the UK, and I don't think I did anything particularly wrong. Unless maybe I did do something wrong.
Yeah, it can't happen in multiplayer because everyone will be doing the same thing. The economy the world economy gets pushed to its limits. Like all goods will be in constant competition with each other.
I don't like how rebels can just spawn out of your army. It's stupid.
Yeah, it's annoying.
It ruins your perfect,
It does, yeah.
perfect makeup of armies. 4 infantry, 4 artillery, 1 cav, 2.
Like the last 30 years, I've been trying to like make the perfect units, and every time I go to war, they all get messed up, and I just get really sad about it.
Looks like China's gonna have a revolution.
What is this
Is it?
boxer atrocity again? It's
Oh my
happening.
god! No, it might be the what's it called?
The amount of rebels they've got in there is huge.
Could be Heavenly Rebellion, honestly, or whatever it's called, Heavenly Nation.
It's
Maybe before
reactionaries by the looks of it.
If those boxer rebels come up again, I'm attacking China for the 4th time,
You just don't learn.
even though they're allied to Austria. Austria, you're complicit in these boxer atrocities, you realise? I'll hold you
Joe's the
massively
reason for them.
responsible.
He's a sponsor of the rebellions.
Secretly fight.
You really shouldn't be allowed to ally China. Though.
For the
Right.
reason,
We're pulling each other
the
apart.
rule is that you can only ally them if you sphere them. So yeah.
That's a good point, yeah. My bad. What, is that codified in this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we wrote
Should
it
be.
down. I think
It
it's
is
actually
written
you
down
who
there.
asked us to add that.
That was my idea, but
It's your rules, John.
What are they?
I agree with the rule on China, though. Don't ally them.
that's pretty well.
Even though in this they're a completely rump state with no brigades at all.
For now.
The other Chinese
Oh, they're
Jews are much stronger
civilized.
than it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep, 16,000 Chinese people immigrating to the US.
Jesus.
And Canada.
Really?
Nice. Brazil's getting along as well.
Wow.
Sweet. Sweden goes bankrupt. What?
That's embarrassing.
Legit. Pay debts.
Worst great power ever.
Wow.
My immersion's it's broken by that.
Sweden's always been poor. It's just the last decades it's been pretty okay. Fucking die, Mexico. I mean, become integrated with the Spanish Empire once more.
I mean, give it to you.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That's what I'm hoping for. We're expecting the sellout Great Britain to just hand us states for free. It's amazing.
When did Britain ever care about Mexico? Let's be honest.
Wasn't
Only
it a
when it
plan
was in
to
its
annex
interests.
it? I've read about it. I don't
That was
know
the
how
French.
real it is, but I think
Yeah, there was a French plan to put one of their monarchs on their throne or something like that.
it was a British one as well, because I mean they did take Belize, so it seems like the
The
point is to
British
take it.
and Spanish supported the French invasion initially, then they pulled off after they installed
Oh,
Maximilian.
interesting.
What's happened to my industry score? 4th in the world. This is unacceptable. I guess Russia's caught up now.
Hmm?
Russian industry is really caught up with the great.
Mm. Too bad I didn't spend the last session. Spent 2 hours of that session just clicking on factories.
It's paid off.
It's a good thing I don't record these, because that would just be the whole thing, just looking at the production screen.
I feel you. I'm doing what is state capitalism in this game?
Yeah, that's what I had.
It's just, it's a lot of work.
I record all this, but I don't really put anything up unless there's something really interesting, like a great war.
I'm still not subsidizing though.
I like the edited videos that you and Galbat do, but haven't had that in a while.
Galbert's ones are just pure memes.
They're pretty funny though.
Yeah.
I like to think we can condense 4 hours of our lives into like a 30-second clip.
It was really awkward to edit down those videos from 4 hours to 12 minutes.
Hmm.
But the best thing about being able to edit a video that you're part of is to be able to cut out your own cringy moments.
Definitely.
Honestly, my favourite clip is the Israel one. Of
Movie
all.
magic.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Israel one was brilliant.
Oh, I made an awkward laugh.
Hey, Romania.
I'll just edit.
Sorry, Russia. Do you care if I grab something off Romania?
I do. They're my ally.
You really gonna stop me attacking Romania?
Oh yeah.
It's like you stab a man in the back and you're like, I'm gonna carry on twisting it, my friends.
Right, but I have
it's-
a reputation to
break my
keep up.
balls
These
like this.
Romanians trust me to keep them alive.
Fucking Romania.
But look at that color. Like it's a beautiful yellow. It's such a nice contrast to your white.
It looks like someone bathed all over Austria.
I keep waiting for them to like unite Wallachia and Moldavia, but they're just not doing it. There was some Romanian pan-nationalists, but then the Ottomans came and killed them while they were at war with you. So
France,
I
you
like
grabbing
the fact
Algeria
that
or so?
Don't have the infamy for it yet.
Say yes or no?
I will do it when I have the infamy.
You're taking your time. You know, it's completely unguarded as well. You got no influencer.
I can start influencing now, and
Well, then I should suggest you
by
do
the
that.
time you make your own war goal, I'll have gotten to friendly, so don't think about it. Even if fucking Sweden discredits me. Frickin' bastards.
they're bankrupt too. While doing it.
Serves you right for being all evil.
Sweden. Yeah, Sweden is the protector of justice and democracy.
I wouldn't say protector, but like we stand high and judge other people.
Very European of you.
It's the way it works.
I like how everyone's friendly with Egypt. What's going on there?
Yeah, I did look into it now,
So I want a piece of it, but
but we can always
everyone
agree to carve it up
seems to be-
together.
See, the way I envisioned was Britain would get the left side and I'll get the right. That seems like a good deal.
So much infamy, though.
Well, if we cut it down, we can eat it up faster.
Yeah.
Manchester, you're on 6 infantry.
Yeah, but I'm still dealing with these
I'd
freaking
kill to get
Americans.
infantry that low.
Do you have any little shitty stuff you can release? You must. As
Yes,
friends.
but I don't want to abuse that. Really?
Why is it abusing it? It's a game mechanic.
Well, I don't want to. Like, for example, if I could release somewhere, but I'd lose a port. I need every port I can get.
Hmm.
You ending this war with the CSA or what?
I'd like to add another goal, but I'm not getting the jingoism. I had an election before, which lowered it down quite a lot, so I have to wait. And after I end it, the Yankees are going to reintegrate, I think.
So Manchester, you going to object to me and Chris attacking Egypt at all?
No, you can do it. Go for it.
Alright.
Hey, what part of Egypt do you want, Austria?
Whatever you're not taking, how about that?
So you want to take the left side of the Suez and I'll take the right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll make a goal to grab a concession. Something like that.
I'd be so depressed if I was the Sultan right now.
Is he the Sultan or is he like the Caliphate or whatever?
Padishah.
The Padishah.
Something like that. I don't know about the pronunciation.
What is this?
The sort of like emperor or whatever of the Ottomans.
Oh, right, yeah. I thought you were talking about Egypt.
Egypt.
Who cares about Egypt?
Sultanate,
Oh.
maybe?
The Sultans.
He's not exactly a pharaoh, is he?
They're the Sultans in swing, I think.
That's a while back.
Yeah, I think the Emir might be the correct answer.
Maybe Sheik? That'd probably be appropriate.
I like how we actually have the canals this game because I built them instead of allow someone else to build them.
Sheik is in S-H-E-I-K.
No, I know.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
Chic.
These rebels are just so frustrating. They don't even rise up in like a big fashion. It's like 3,000 guys. Just enough to disrupt my formation.
A shortage of lumber.
Georgia lumber.
I can't even fucking get lumber, and it's got.
It's probably Russia's fault.
It's a bit of fucking stock.
Is that my fault?
Because you're the main producer of lumber in the world.
Yeah, so I'm helping. I'm not the problem.
I'm a net supplier myself. Or is it lumber or timber?
I've got it, never mind. Lumber's fine.
Lumber is massively oversupplied. I thought you meant timber.
I'm stockpiling 2,000 of it now. It's so
I cut my production of lumber down to actually
lumber,
0, apparently.
It was
Oops.
oversupplied, but I wasn't getting it to build ports. And now that I'm automating it to 2,000, I'm getting it building. That's weird.
Yeah, manual buying's sometimes a good idea. Military goods can be very good. Speeds up your build times. Massively. Why I'm against forming a rule against it. I think it's not really damaging to the market.
What isn't damaging to the market?
It allows you to build up a natural surplus of goods in stock.
Yeah, sorry,
So-
what are you talking about? I didn't hear it from the
Then
start.
buying goods manually on the market and building a stockpile.
Oh, yeah.
The worst it can do to the market is it can basically make the number one power able to have a complete and total chokehold over a good, which won't persist forever, but it can hold back industrial development if it's done right for a decade or two before the other powers start industrializing properly. That can be countered though by more people quickly tech into mechanical production.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Why do people emigrate from New Zealand? Shouldn't it get immigrants? Is it not
Yeah.
part of
If you live there,
Oceania?
you'd also emigrate.
Social.
There's a lot of factors that go into migration.
They
But
have like harbor
it should be
holes and
hard
such.
coded. If it's in Oceania, it should get immigrants.
The only hard coding in regards to immigration is the preference for all immigrants to move to Oceania and the Americas. That's it. That's all there is in terms of hard code. Everything else is universal.
Even now, the USA is getting the most, and it's shit. It's a complete non
Yeah,
chain.
that's what I was kind of wanting
Yeah,
to test this game. I mean, it's just straight up they all go to America no matter what, which is dumb.
Oh, by the way, Sweden's not a great power. It's very sad. Sad times.
That USA is
What did you expect?
double the population.
Sweden's only been a great power due to a lack of proper great powers in the vicinity.
It's been beaten by Sardinia Piedmont though. It's not. I don't know. Doesn't feel right.
Kedive. Or K-Dive.
K-Dive.
Independent. Wink wink.
Well, it actually translates to something like a viceroy.
Like Muhammad Ali, the Khedive of Egypt. His famous motto.
I swear I've met like a student or something called Muhammad Ali as well.
Well, Mohammed is a very popular name, and
It's a
Ali is
very
a very popular last name. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't be a long
most
shot to get
popular
both.
names in Britain.
Yeah.
Reminds me of that Ramsey Paul video. Anyone seen it? With the one that he talks about all the religions, sort of surnames.
I think I've seen it.
It's like you don't see
Is he the comic that always drinks beer on stage, or is that a different one?
Nah, it's completely different. He's like, oh, what is it with Muslims and calling their children Mohammeds? It's like, oh, just walk into a classroom and like you go, oh, where's Mohammed? And everyone raises their arm and it's like, I mean, do the Christians, call their kids Jesus? The Jews call their kids Satan?
Actually, Spanish people do for some weird reason.
Yeah, there's a lot of Jesus in the Latin
I
American
find that really weird. I
countries.
find it isn't it like really arrogant and like blasphemous to just call your son Jesus?
It's not.
Like I feel like
Their
should be.
culture is different. It's not blasphemous for them. The name Joshua is actually a variant of Jesus.
But it's Yeshua, isn't it? That's what Jesus really is. The old name was Yeshua.
to me, it sounds a bit.
Jesus, I
like,
believe, is a change from what it
Name our
actually
kids
was.
After all the saints' names and things like that. Like James.
Say Muhammad.
Wow, taking 15% attrition here. In Egypt.
Are you already fighting there?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I had to make a pit stop in Kiva.
I finally carving it up here.
It's really nice.
Kokans and
Oh, sorry, Kogan, not
Sinjin.
Kiva. Kiva's already
What's
dead.
the best way of keeping rebels from like forming? Is it
murdering them when they arise.
Does
But
the
more
low
seriously,
militancy stop
if you keep your militancy down, that's the best way to keep them from rising. And the best way to keep your militancy down is grant reform when
Yeah,
possible.
but I can't get militancy high enough to grant reform.
Yeah, you're in the trap.
but-
It happened. Don't worry.
yeah.
Just kill the
That's what
rebels. when
Russia's
they
been
appear.
doing for the last 80 years.
Or else keep a decent army in your capital, and then the rebels won't take your capital, which will cause you to have a government change, which is destructive. That's my advice. Keep an army in the capital unless you want your government to be overthrown by rebels. If you don't, then garrison it.
It's not really a trick, but what you can do is, if you can just freely elect a party, you can elect the least popular party over and over again to get
Drive
the
your militancy up.
But it doesn't really work like game because most of them have like 20 support each.
Yeah, they're all like on 25%.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, early game you can sort of do that, but it doesn't give you that much militancy. I can't remember who I learned that from.
Can be a real trap to change your government back and forth. You can become a real rebel hell for the rest of the game once you
True,
start doing it.
Does there ever any use for getting parties popular? You know, with the national focus.
Yes,
No.
it does work.
No,
it
it's
does
not.
work well.
No, but
Yeah,
what's the
it's
use
too
for
slow.
it? Like, is there any?
It does take a while, but like,
If you want a party,
you really want that party in, they will get in.
Oh, okay.
I guess if you're playing a democracy, but that's pretty
Yes, very useful for democracies,
USA.
and it'll take you, I would say, for definite any party you want. I would say it'd take you 3 or 4 years at least.
So would it be worthwhile for me to like encourage liberals in my country to try to get?
Why the
reforms
fuck would you
passed?
want to do that? So the
Get
only
reforms
reason you
passed?
want to use the focuses really is to
You're
get
an
some of the
autocracy.
fascists in.
Just put the liberals in power.
Yeah.
They're the worst government type in Russia. I hate
They're the
them.
best government
They're-
type in Russia.
They're terrible.
You are mental.
No. Every time I put them in power, they just delete all of my factories, and they're like, "Hey, did I do a good job?"
That's
no,
how
you
the
didn't.
free
you
market
fucking
works,
twat."
Chris. I don't think you understand.
No.
It's
You
great.
make sure the comma
See,
step
here's the
Yeah.
problem, right? I put them in,
Bringing-
put them in to get reforms passed,
Bringing
and then
order.
they fire all the workers, and then the workers get really pissed off.
10
And
infamy on the dot.
it's just like a cycle. It's a horrible cycle. Trying to make things better, and then they make things worse. Alright, when I take Syria, nothing's gonna go wrong with that.
Well, they've got all their army fighting me anyway.
Oh, cool.
Not that powerful, but I did actually manage to beat one of my armies in combat.
Really? How many?
Teach
do
me
you
to
have?
split them up. Split up
Oh, they
my
have
army
31.
and
Okay, that's not bad.
they overwhelm me with numbers.
Yeah, definitely.
But then
All
it's
this
not that
desert
bad.
as well. It's disgusting.
So is the best way to play it keep taxes on capitalists low and just let them invest in stuff?
Keep high
Can
on
work.
everything but capitalists.
As long as you've got all the factories, well, you can tax the rich to the max. Tax them to the fucking hilt. And then some more.
They don't give you much money though, because there's not a lot of them.
They give you a lot of money in the late game, especially. They really do.
The thing is that it doesn't actually matter how many you have, because what happens is that
And they share the income.
the profits of all of your factories is shared among them. So when you earn a lot of money from factories, then
Interesting.
you can just tax it from them.
I didn't know that.
Even I'm still learning things from this game. I've been playing since like 2011 and 12. I was playing this like 11 or 12, like multiplayer as well. Been playing this game for fucking years. Years and years and years.
Austria, what are you trying to do in Romania, friend?
I wish I was in Romania,
No, you're
But
trying to
you're-
influence it though.
defending them. Of course I'm trying to influence it. Oh my goddamn land back.
Can you just be happy with Egypt?
No, I cannot be. I want my goddamn land back. My rightful clay.
Just enjoy Egypt. Got all this beautiful land we can have.
I'm taking beautiful land, but it's the yearning in my heart for,
Something more.
precious oil.
He's taking the bloody pyramids.
That is, right.
Is he?
We're seeing Dongola, which is like the southern part, I think. It's the high top one, I
It's
think.
like the shittest region.
I'm taking the shittest bit of desert
Actually,
I can
no,
possibly
I
get
tell
away
a
with.
lie. I tell a lie, it's got a lot of chocolate.
I think Austria's collecting deserts.
I am. I didn't want to go too close to the sort of north. I thought you'd want more of that.
Collecting more sand for his sand dick.
I just want the right side of the Suez. I don't care about the left. So that's for Manchester to decide.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like unite the Arabs under me.
Fair enough.
I
You know,
don't have
nice
the
playing
information to
Arabia.
annex things. I would love to, but still got these rebellious colonies over here to deal with.
That's one of the downsides of releasing nations is like they get one rebel and that can be enough to topple the whole thing and you lose in it. Oh, did Denmark go communist? Yes, it did.
I'm assisting Sweden in their rightful takeover of Denmark.
What?
Quite
No.
nice to see Scandinavia for.
Well, that would require Jailand. Hieland?
What
How do you
exactly
pronounce
are they
that?
Yulan.
Jailand. Alright.
They're making a puppet. They can form it if they make it a puppet. Right? No.
They can?
Yeah, they do need Ireland, I think.
Jailand.
Naughty, naughty Spain.
What's going on?
What have I done now?
Give the Mexicans their freedom. I like how that would reverse like 60 years of all your work. Jeez.
Which?
The Mexicans wanted their freedom, but no one supported it.
Nah, legit. That's cute. They already have freedom.
Under their rightful masters, right?
No, I mean, I'm not. I don't have entire Mexico, right? So I don't know what they're complaining about.
Because Korea's uncivilized, does that mean they're going to have a really shit army or not?
Yeah.
Means they'll be fucking awful. You'll roll over them like they're a joke.
You can do like 10 to 1 odds, or even more, I think, because of how far we're.
Don't go 10 to 1 odds. Oh, make sure you have like
no, because there's a German army
reasonably equal numbers. You should curb stomp them.
It does
Germany.
depend what Germany says.
Can I take Korea back or not, please?
What will you give me in exchange?
Nothing.
That'd be nice to
If you're going to fight me in Korea, then somebody's just going to roll over you somewhere else.
I'm not gonna fight you, but I would be happy if you offered your friendship in the future.
Yeah, I'll owe you a favour, but I mean, there's not much I can really do to help you out from this side of the world.
Well, you could build a navy, and then in case I need like naval support.
I've got a bit of a navy, but I think Japan's strength is probably its army.
Interesting theory.
Yeah.
Japan should have a
need a navy to reject that army somewhere.
Galbart didn't really.
True.
He put his name.
Power projection and all that. If you've got all that power at home, you need to project it.
Ottoman
What?
communists. Oh my.
Armaments
Spain's
commies.
colonised absolutely
Yeah, there
everything.
are.
I'm
some
sorry,
rebels I can
Jez.
see.
I'm
I
going
don't
to
think they're
steal the
gonna
Ottomans.
succeed. They're not gonna succeed. Don't worry about it. Just a classic Ottoman prank.
All right. I'm pulling out. You can go take it.
Thank you.
So many Germans on the French border. So hostile, so angry.
What, I've lost all my cores on Korea as well. Ah, shit. Or do I not have them?
You have cores on it?
I
You
thought
don't
I
think you
had
had
cores.
Galbart was getting calls on the before. Because there are some Japanese people there, right?
So what am I?
Does it need to be like over 15% or something? Not 15, sorry, 5.
I don't know. I think it might be the admin tech as well.
Oh, okay.
All that. Not too sure what makes it a core.
So what, do I establish protectorate or demand concession?
Protectorate.
Establish, protect.
Protectorate is a whole country annexation. Concession
okay.
is one single state.
There are 5% Japanese in northern Korea.
Interesting.
Also, what industrial techs are worthwhile and what aren't worth it?
All of them to various degrees. It depends on what you need.
Money.
If you want direct cash injection right now, the sooner the better. You want the power tree? I'll give you just straight up better efficiency. If you've got lots of coal and iron deposits, metallurgy will do the same. It also helps with steel production, but that's not that big a deal. The infrastructure tab will give you a general economic improvement. That'll take a little while to build, but it's great for money making, you know. Last Tree isn't that great for money making directly, but it gives you army supply. Mechanization is a bit of an odd one. Generally gives you benefits, but the later techs are a bit all over the place and don't really have anything worthwhile, except for, I would say, in the assembly line with the population increase.
There are some like very important techs as well. Inorganic chemistry and interchangeable parts both give 50% to mining output.
And the commerce tech business banks as well gives you 50% farming.
And railroads are very good when you have like other techs because it's multiplicative with the normal.
Railroads to let your armies move around quickly as well.
If you guys want a hot insider tip, artillery is about to go up in price, I think.
Why is that?
Yeah, it seems immense.
I bought a lot of artillery.
So am I.
Oh. Yeah, it's not going up in price, that's weird. I think I've ordered like 50 artillery regiments or
Well,
brigades.
if your stockpile's already full, you're not really buying any more.
True. It was an option though, I don't know how good it was, but it was in one of the previous DLC. Or it was, I think you could like prioritize trading with yourself. It's like a little tick you could do in the trade menu. Then they removed it, I'm not sure why. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Of course, it already does that.
Any idea? Wait,
Internal trading is always happens first, doesn't it?
Yeah. First, it tries to trade from your internal market, then it checks your spheres, and then it trades from the world
I
market.
think it might have to do with your ruling party's economic policies as well. Protectionism or free trade.
Manchester, by the way, when you release Indian miners, do you still get the event to annex them back?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
That seems abusable.
it is. I haven't been doing it, but
So is it?
but you can.
How does it? How do you know when you get the event? Like,
it's
for
just
For
random.
whom do you get it?
It's completely random.
No, but I mean, like, for example, like Kalat and Makran, would you get event for those as well?
I don't think so.
I'm technically not part of India.
Not sure. They say all the starter stuff, you get events on those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to all the Ottomans again, I think. I'm gonna go to all the Ottomans still, Russia.
Not sure I would take.
Look at all of you and your lucky infamy hits. I'm getting 10 each fucking hit.
What I really want is for Romania to like finish forming properly, but I guess I'd have to remove the puppets, wouldn't I? If I declared war on the Ottomans and called Romania in, would they like do their own casus belli, or would they add their own models?
Possibly.
Is there any way for me to like influence that, or not really?
Not really.
Oh shit, Egypt civilized. God damn it.
They what?
They civilized.
Oh, for God's sake.
Pick the
I was
right.
hoping to gain land cheaply off them still.
Yeah, same. Any way for me to send him back to the Stone Age?
No.
No.
If one is done, it's done.
God damn it.
No, you'll no longer be able to relive those days of being able to just conquer some backwater shithole. Take
like
all this stuff.
everyone around
Go
me
home.
is westernizing. Something to deal with Persia, who thinks he's top shit. Which really bothers me. Hmm. Germany, what you doing in hedges?
Well, I need to use my points somewhere.
Can you not?
Since when did Sardinian Piedmont have Yemen?
I don't know. They just kind of sneak that in.
Power them.
Yeah.
Southern Rhodesia.
How do rebels tend to spawn whenever I'm recruiting units and they just take them out one by one? So you're actually justifying on hedges, Shogi?
No, I'm not.
So
I
you're
just
just putting influence in that?
yeah
Why?
to get a sphere.
So you don't have anything worthwhile.
No, but there's like nowhere in the world where I wouldn't be stepping on someone's toes.
They don't have anything left. They have a big fucking black box.
Off Union Alliance to counter.
To
Silly
counter
aggression.
the hedges thing?
Mecca.
What are you outlining? Oh, the thing is, like, I'm friendly with them, so you're kind of encroaching on me, Shogi. I'd like to claim dominion over the Arabs, like I said. I'm gonna clean those borders up now, actually.
How's Japan going then, Dave?
Korea's army's dead.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know, Japan had a load of money in the stockpile, so I'm trying to spend it all on factories and stuff. Is that bad? Or do I need a big stockpile of money?
Like, you're better to invest it.
You know, I've got a lot of unemployment and a lot of money, so I thought might as well build factories to use all that.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Might be worth subsidising factories if you're still building the industry up.
Yeah, I'm subsidising everything.
If you're going to subsidise, you might as well go full tariffs as well. Might as well.
Is that worth it?
Well,
Does that not make my, like...
does it not rinse your population dry, drive up militancy a bit? A little. Also gives you a shitload of money. I'm saying if you need the money, just rinse the population with tariffs. Because, I mean, if you're subsidising, it won't affect your factories. Because they'll have their costs covered anyway. Will affect the ability for capitalists to spend money, of course, on projects, but I mean, it doesn't matter again. We generate a colossal amount of money through tariffs, usually, so that's what I do when I'm in my state capitalist phase. Feed it back into the economy by building stuff yourself.
Yeah, I've gone away from state capitalism to interventionism, or whatever it's called. But there's no projects being set up anymore, so my capitalists have got nothing to invest in.
If they have no money to start with, they won't make projects.
Oh, okay.
It'd be a catch-22 situation.
Out of these 10 units, 9 of them are nationalists. Interesting. I'm sure this won't go wrong for me.
They believe in your nation.
No, I mean, I wish they're not Russian nationalists.
For some reason, the strength of my ships keeps falling, even though I have plenty of resources to actually repair them.
Is the supply hitting them 100%?
Yeah.
Well, I can't really do anything about that.
Nope. There is nothing you can do about it.
Wish I could print money. Make some good inflation come. Be pretty nice. There's a big lack of resources on the market.
What kind of resources?
All of them.
Seems alright to me for the most part.
Oh, look at me, I'm of great power, I have all the resources.
Hey, give me this.
Wait, you're not a great power, Dons?
I'm a great
yeah,
power just as much as Sweden is. It's like I'm there just because there's a lack of proper ones.
Sweden isn't a great power.
That's not true.
Anymore,
You
no.
are a genuine power in your own right.
Legit.
You're
I'm completely dependent on import of resources.
Are you Spain? Gods.
You got 800
You
industries.
can't get us by the
Lots of
merit of
very
Very
nations
large. You have a
sponsorship.
large capital fleet. You have a large standing army. I mean, you aren't as strong as like France, Russia, Germany, UK, but you are a great power.
Super great. I just hate seeing these red things on my industry. They're like, we can't buy this. And I'm like, that's Britain's fault. The greedy scums are keeping it all to themselves.
Yeah, Britain.
Can't go wrong with playing Britain.
So what do the different colours mean? Like red.
Green's good, red's bad.
Yeah, but it's
Red
not
is
in high
bad.
demand. So why is that bad? Does that mean the price is dropping then?
Yeah,
Basically.
red is prices are dropping and an active drop. Green means an active increase in supply. Neutral is they're both. It measures consistency over like a short period of time. I think it's like a month or so.
Rebels. What is this? It's crazy. Haven't had rebels in my lands for eternity. Just need to make sure they aren't in the colonies this time. That's my second rebellion this whole game, actually.
I
So
wish,
I'm pretty okay.
I wish I was that lucky.
But it does look like I'll get a few more. Yeah, my pups are pretty pleased to be in this great empire.
Relatively pleased.
Yeah, I mean, not everyone are as pleased as yeah, you might want it, but
Don't worry, gents. We got just over a year, and then we start getting the gas attack in, and the war's on.
Oh, Jesus. Gas attack, gas defense.
I was
What a
reflecting on what
fucking
you said
mess.
like a couple weeks ago, Joe, like doing a world conquest as the UK. The issue is like there isn't really much to be gained by like conquering a lot of shit. Like what would I gain from conquering Haiti and Venezuela and the US? Like I don't really get. It's not really worth the time investment.
I think he means
I
will
get it.
conquest Europe.
You start with the biggest players first, and you knock them down until everyone's at a teeny tiny level.
And then you have a monopoly on industry.
Huh?
But I already have
It's
a
like-
monopoly in industry.
You don't have a monopoly.
No, monopoly means, you know,
Like reduce
You can
everyone
turn
else
it
to
all
serfdom.
Yeah. It means that you're sitting on like all the resources that people actually need, and but you're spending it
I'm
all.
already doing that, aren't I?
no,
No,
you're
not
not
really,
even
no.
sitting at, you might be sitting at like what, 20-30% of the world's resources.
Bit more, I
A
think.
mere
but
plurality.
Not a majority.
I mean, there are a lot of resources in German, French, and Russian empires, and the Austria as well. Not as much in Austria anymore since they lost Bohemia.
Hey, come on, don't remind me, it's 1900 soon.
Bohemia is fucking amazing. It's got all that coal. It's beautiful. The main resources are, after all, like coal and oil, isn't it?
It's coal, iron,
Oil is that
cotton,
important.
wood.
I'm like way overproducing iron though. So I'm not feeling. What is it that actually requires iron? Not a lot of trade goods that actually needs to be mass produced.
Steel and
Steel and
canned
everything above it by extension.
Yeah, still is
Electric gear requires it as well.
Yeah,
Just
but
one.
well, maybe
Electric
it's just
gear is a
because I have a lot of
component.
iron. I just feel like I don't need so much iron. It's like coal.
Coal is more important than iron, undoubtedly.
Ammunition is it? Canned food requires it.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel like a lot, right?
You can usually import it.
There's artillery in the front.
I'm producing 5 times as much iron as I'm using.
You're much more likely to use all of the coal that you produce.
Yeah.
For the record, I am like the biggest producer of iron in the world, and yet I'm using 3 times as much as I'm making.
What? How? What are you using it on? Is it steel?
Well, I mean, I am the world's biggest producer of steel. It's mainly steel, and then it's ammunition, electric
crash.
gears.
Game crash.
Mine didn't crash.
Not pleasant.
Right,
So-
I'll pause it and save. Give the save to Joe. I'm
You've got the save of you.
I'm saving it right.
I just noticed that I stopped producing steel at all, so that could be why I'm not
So you
using.
definitely have it in silicon.
Should be on the 13th December.
The Brits are like the sole reason that Denmark is completely insignificant.
Right. It has nothing to do with the
We're not
fact
sorry.
that you have only 5 million people, right?
Well, we had more until Britain came and was like,
All right. Let's
give us your fleet, yo.
let's think for a second. How many million pops
You
would
sure it
Denmark
went along
have?
like that? Because I
even
thought it
if
was.
they didn't do it.
We sort of sailed up to Denmark and then went, oh, you have a navy and there's a slight chance you could be our enemy, so we're just going to go ahead and sink that whole navy of yours. Bye-bye. Wasn't that how it went?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
You
well,
also,
it was-
We,
the
we offered to
Napoleonic
take it
Wars.
into safekeeping. Like, they could kind of leave it in our port and we keep it safe for them. But they weren't going for that, sadly.
Denmark could have joined Napoleon in the Napoleonic Wars.
we did, though. We joined him because Britain destroyed our navy.
Yeah, but
See,
because
you
you
were
had
right
that
all
navy,
along.
Yeah,
you
we
had
were
to
right
threat to
all
Britain.
along. They joined. See, it was a good policy.
I think that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. That
Remember 832. Never again, those bloody Danes.
Yeah, right.
Fucking knut.
Denmark.
This was 1807,
Fucking
I think. The bombardment of Copenhagen. We will never forget.
Who's just banter?
I think that was Wellington, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I think Wellington was
Wellington.
there.
I don't think it was Wellington.
It
He was a
in the
land
Shark
general.
book, certainly.
You mean
I
Wellington,
think
Wellington definitely was in Copenhagen.
Yeah,
Like,
he
definitely
had a
fucked them
corps
up.
or a brigade. I think he had a brigade there, possibly. And he took part in like the only battle there, basically.
Wellington's so awesome. Like, I want to be. I want to.
When was the Battle of Copenhagen? Well, yeah.
Apparently there were two, one in 1801 and one in 1807.
If it was 1807, Nelson couldn't have been there because he was already
The
dead.
best thing about Wellington is he went on to become fucking prime minister in like the 1850s.
You ever
He
read his
wasn't very good at it
backstory?
though.
It's very interesting. Do you ever hear about how he cried openly in front of his soldiers because he saw how many had died, storming the one of the forts in Spain, and they were so ram-packed full of British dead, where people had clambered over each other and their dead comrades only to die and fall in turn, to have yet more fall upon them. But they did break and take that fort all the same.
Yeah, but they didn't break it that way. They broke it by going up like a 20-30 meter wall with like one ladder,
Oh, don't
basically,
ruin
or
it, Dave.
something.
But they
Don't
still
ruin
took it, you know. And he was apparently he was so bitterly in tears because he could see just the sheer sacrifice that his soldiers had made for him. It was such a waste of life. But he's a good general, no doubt.
I don't think he ever lost a battle.
Yeah.
People talk about how great
finished
Napoleon was,
strikes in
but he
India.
lost like half of the thing.
It's
He had a very
difficult.
interesting story with the with this young woman who he fell very much in love with, but her family didn't feel he was good enough to marry her, and she was like this beautiful, vivacious, very lively girl who he felt very besotted with, but you know, he was sort of like spurned even that he couldn't marry her, and so he went overseas, and of course he became a big hero overseas, and then he came back and he was the hero, you know, he had all this fame and fortune, and immediately went to see if he could marry this girl, but he saw her and he had shock and fright because this girl had lost all her youthly charm. You know,
Ugly.
it wasn't that she was really, well, she was a bit more ugly than she used to be, but it was mostly that like her young spirits, like her youthful attitude left her.
So she
And
didn't
she
put
like
out.
tried her best through the marriage with him to make him happy, but she never really knew how to make him happy properly. He had quite a few mistresses through the years. Interesting character, he really is.
Yeah, like
Good to read about if you get on a sort of Napoleonic Wars or Victorian era sort of thing.
Simon Scarrow's got some interesting books about that
Yeah.
kind of area.
that's the ones I read. They're really great. But I refuse to read the ending because I know it ends pretty like depressingly.
Sometimes the best endings are bittersweet.
Hmm.
Hey, Manchester,
I don't like
can I have
fishing,
some
but
of the?
it's
Can I have a
fun.
UK colonial possession, please, for free or not?
Can you what?
Can I have a UK colonial possession for free, please?
What?
Well, there's an option to give me a cause of spell eye on him.
No, I'd sail over there and murder you. I can do that if you want, so go ahead.
I'm trying to avoid it, that's the problem.
I'm brave of you to ask, though.
Build a great navy, Japan. I know you can do it.
There's no harm in asking, is there?
All you have to do is beat the Royal Navy. Come on, you can do it.
Yeah, easy. I mean, my economy's shit. I can't support a decent army.
You're thinking about it the wrong way. The thing you should be thinking about is Manchester going to bother to move all of its fleets over to Asia?
But to be fair, if I was to ally with like France and Germany, then he wouldn't be able to run his fleets over.
To be fair, if
I'm
you went
not
to
that
war,
much
I'd
of a
give you war subsidies.
Joe famously hates Manchester for some reason. It's not explained very well.
I don't hate Manchester, but he's the number one position. So he
Yeah.
needs to be taken down.
I don't
And
know
everyone
where
else
else
is like,
Japan
"Yeah."
can expand to though, because I've got a choice of fighting China, which is never going to go well, or fighting Russia, which is also not going to go well.
Well, there are rules against you fighting China.
Yeah.
Actually.
You're not allowed to take China.
Let's take historical stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like the rational
you have it all.
diplomacy would be you, like, asking me for help. Like, that's what you should do in your situation right now.
But it's like dealing with the devil, you know? It really is.
Well, okay, so there is the Netherlands, Dave, that you could attack, although Germany's protecting them.
Yeah, I've
Joe
seen
Hall
that. All the
is
other
still a
options
thing for
Portugal.
some reason. I don't know why Gonski's keeping him alive, but you could kill him. You could kill
Kill
Gauss.
Kill me.
I don't know
Joe
if that's
Hall.
true. I don't know if I am the devil. Am I the devil?
They're Singapore, like, why is
Don't
that
give me
so
this
low?
shit.
Who wants to kill me?
I know,
Japan.
but yeah, Japan.
Japan just said that she's going to kill Spain.
Yeah,
Apparently, it's been decided that I want to kill you.
no.
Interesting.
Goddamn Chinese.
This is an out.
This might be the fifth one.
This has to be stopped.
Once again.
France, get on it. You have experience in this.
This must come to an end. I'm declaring war on China.
Just when you get that urge to burn that summer palace for the third time this summer.
What does not putting down the Boxer Rebellion do? Does it make any difference?
Yeah, you get some money and prestige.
Prestige. I get like 10 prestige out of this every time.
Slowly, France is gonna get first great power by continuously putting down rebellions.
I'm annexing Burma, by the way, Dave.
And I get nothing in return.
Yep, you get nothing.
Fuck's sake.
Don't annex Burma. You're going to have like a little enclave in my land. Look at that.
That's not my fault you annexed around it awkwardly. Could have cleaned it up. I tried to clean it up.
I want to take.
You should have done
Can I
your
take-
part here.
I don't have infamy, mate. If you let me take Burmese
Fine.
lands first.
Look, it's fine. Fine. Okay?
Why? You don't even border Burma. Why would you want it?
What? He does.
Dave.
Dave?
Yeah.
What?
Dave's not talking. Yeah.
I just fear them for the sake of fearing them.
Oh,
Aha, he's fearing
Cheeky.
right. That's what.
I like when Dave plays. He just does crazy things like.
I've got no idea what I'm doing. There was no reason not to do it, so why do it? Why not do it?
Hey, Manchester is this really great #1 power. It's just poke him.
It's fine. It doesn't bother me.
It does,
I
because
like
you're gonna have to
Dave.
move armies around.
Yeah, I love him as well.
Is there any way for me to create projects?
No. The capitalists do that.
Well,
They are,
yeah,
they are
my
very
capitalists-
smart, and you should follow their advice.
My capitalists have got loads of money, they just refuse to create any projects.
So Manchester, I'll take Burmese Laos before you annex Burma. We'll be fine.
Are you doing it now?
Nope, I need to lose more prestige. I mean, infamy.
I'm going now.
Well, it's gonna look so horrible.
Well, that's how the colonial empires kind of looked a lot of the time, though.
Out of sync.
Rios does that.
So is this host, right?
Oh, don't give me this shit. You're the one out of sync.
I went out of sync too, actually.
I miss this Warcraft free mentality. Fucking
Do I have to
fault.
take a save then first or not?
The game has so many different like types of maps that I mean you can just play the same game like all the time.
It's this Russian roulette game type. It's like a proper serious game of Russian roulette in Warcraft 3. You would play as one of the peasants, and he'd be holding a revolver.
Makes sense.
Oh, player joined. I hate that guy.
Waiting on you, Manchester. Right, per country, Dev.
So what I will do is,
Sorry, after what I had.
should you guys prove unable
Alright, we're good.
of producing a war amongst yourselves, I will just reach a point where I'll just pick one of you at random and just start being a huge cunt to you. I'll just pick one of you,
I
And then
remember
that-
playing that like
and then that'll
That's
start
cute.
the Great War.
I wonder
I
who that
remember
would be.
when I was playing the UK, I tried to do that. I had this big spinning wheel of different countries, and I'd select one at random.
Nice.
Step right up, step right up.
It's cute because England thinks he can take on any other country. I bet he couldn't even take out the German Empire if he tried.
To be fair, the German Empire is pretty damn mighty.
See, there we go. Prove him wrong,
It's a challenge.
Manchester. Seriously?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
You in a war?
No, we can see what happens, I guess.
Is anyone at war?
Yeah. Well, I'm not out of sync.
Spain,
You're right, Waldo.
Spain is at war then.
Oh, yeah. I'm not fighting the war, I just called in all my spheres and let them handle it.
Oh,
Alright, continue on for now then.
Your spheres aren't out of sync, it'll be fine.
At least continue on for a couple of minutes. If it goes, things with Paradox games, you get an out of sync error. They tend to happen in small batches. So it's better to play on for a couple of minutes, hopefully get past whatever's causing the out of sync, and then it'll get back to normal.
And it crashed.
Alright, y'all. Adios then. This used to take a lot longer back in the day when it used to crash like this.
It used to take so long, and now it's just
Hosting.
an instant.
Yeah.
It's very quick. SSDs all the way, eh?
Yeah, it's a big difference if you
Victoria, take
have it
this.
on SSD.
This is the only game I have installed in my SSD.
I've got my Steam library installed on my SSD.
I installed everything on
Mine was
it.
just
Only got like 3-4 games though.
Oh, that's actually a good point. CK2 is the only Paradox game I don't have on my SSD. That's probably why it takes forever.
It's not even that big.
Yeah,
So even if the game's not on the SSD, you'll still be quicker because all the background stuff is on the SSD. All the Windows stuff, especially, makes such a huge difference.
I don't know why. Oh, right. It's because I installed it recently. It's like, most Paradox games were like installed, 5-10 years ago.
Armada Real Española, the real Spanish fleet. Have
It
fear.
means royal, mate.
The real
Listen, it's real.
Spanish Armada.
It means royal.
Doesn't mean royal.
Real Madrid.
Yeah,
Means
Royal Madrid.
it's glorious. But it assigned a name to my transport fleet, not my actual fleet.
Something that always annoyed me about Victoria too. When you start off as Prussia, you have all these really cool names for your armies. And as soon as you create a new one, it's like First Army. Just ruins the whole thing.
You just know when to go.
Yeah, it takes time, and eventually, especially in multiplayer, you have so many armies, it doesn't matter.
Well, my spheres are useless as fighting this war. Call him Brazil, but he's busy rebel bashing.
I'm just watching Manchester's army get his ass kicked next in the ball by rebels.
It's the best nation, Spain. We tax the rich super hard. The way it should be.
So these former Chinese puppets are now civilized, whereas main China is. So they're demanding concessions from China as if it's an uncivilized country.
Did it go back? It must have been the reactionaries, so they must be able to set back then. It was civilized.
See, I thought even if you were civilized, if all the reactionaries, if you started un-Western, that they'd drive you back.
Interesting. I guess it's if you already have all of your reforms on 0, they'll drive you back. I
That
guess.
sounds right to me.
I'm assuming the fact that the previous Japan lot didn't do any of the research boosting techs is a really bad idea.
No, it's a pretty good idea.
Or not to do any of the research point bonuses.
No, to do the research bonuses.
Yeah, I assume that was kind of the first thing you should ever do.
especially now that pub growth is on one of them.
First of January 1900, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Let's have another century of peace and prosperity.
So she wants to get his gas attack.
So these Cuban nationalists spawned, right? What do they actually need to become liberated?
Just have to occupy stuff and hold it.
All of it?
No, they can vault with one province, just takes longer.
Right. Let's see. Do they have the army techs and such?
The rebels never have any techs. They're, yeah.
Alright, that makes it easier.
Very low level, whatever it is.
Yeah, alright, that was easier.
My game crashed.
Alright, Rioston.